Hello, everyone. I'm Vince Malta, 2020 President of the National Association of Realtors. I'm here with one of NAR's newest team members, Bryan Greene, our Director of Fair Housing Policy. Bryan came to us from HUD, where he served as the General Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Office of Fair Housing. This is the office responsible for enforcing the nation's housing anti-discrimination laws. We want to chat for a few minutes today about the recent Newsday investigation uncovering incidents of housing discrimination on Long Island. Bryan, you joined NAR just a few months ago, and this was a few weeks before this story broke. Is that correct?
That's correct. I joined NAR in November after a 29-year career at HUD enforcing the Federal Fair Housing Act. And I came to NAR, who've been a leader in pursuing the rights for all in fair housing, and it's been a great opportunity to be here. And just 2 weeks after I arrived, this Newsday story broke, and these are the very issues that we've addressed at HUD and that NAR has been on the forefront of addressing here.
Now let me be clear. The actions of the agents in this story in no way reflect the ethical commitment made by the 1.4 million members of NAR nationwide. NAR was already working last year on ramping up and reinvigorating its fair housing enforcement and education effort when this story came out. We announced the creation of a new Fair Housing Committee. This isn't a show committee. It is a powerhouse of experts. So tell us something about that.
That's correct. Since last August, NAR had created a Fair Housing Committee to more effectively advance fair housing policy. And this is in addition to the existing Diversity Committee, which deals with inclusivity of real estate agents of all different backgrounds. And so the Fair Housing Committee provides us with an opportunity to shine a greater light on these issues.
Wonderful. It's been 51 years since the Fair Housing Act was passed, but there's still a lot of work to do, and NAR is committed to fighting for fair housing and equal opportunity for all. We want our members to have all the tools they need to promote fair housing to ensure that all people are treated fairly and equally in their search for a home. Bryan, today's rate of African American homeownership, how is that in relation to homeownership in general?
It's a large gap. The African American homeownership rate is significantly lower than the white homeownership rate. We at NAR have been engaged in an effort with the Urban Institute and with the National Association of Real Estate Brokers to close that gap. And we're going to hold events in cities throughout the country to find solutions to these problems.
That's great. And it's just one part of our commitment today. The leadership team approved a major action plan dealing with fair housing. We intend to share this plan with our brokerages, state and local associations, and members. This Fair Housing Action Plan, called ACT, will deal with accountability, culture, change, and training. Over the next few weeks and months, you'll see and hear more about fair housing and the role we all play in ensuring equal access. We will be beefing up our training materials, providing more opportunities for realtors to see the real-life scenarios that lead to disparate treatment, and working harder to ensure we all uphold the code of ethics that are the cornerstone of our commitment as realtors. We also had a meeting with the leadership of HUD. The leadership team met with Secretary Carson and many other officials at HUD to talk about a partnership on ensuring equal access to housing opportunity for all Americans. We committed to working together on education and awareness. So stay tuned.
Well, Vince, I'm excited to be part of this journey and to help NAR further fair housing for all of its members and the general public.
Thank you, Bryan. We look forward to seeing the results of your hard work and the work of realtors nationwide on this critical issue.